Here's what that little pocket on underwear is for. Bloomers, bikini bottoms, and briefs, it's something we all take for granted within our daily wardrobe. But there are actually plenty of interesting facts, including what is the most expensive pair ever sold and the truth about what that little pocket in the panties is for. Let's find out. In China and Italy, there's a curious tradition around underwear. It's considered very good luck to begin the new year wearing a fresh pair of red undergarments. As the time grows near, you'll see splash of red in every store that sells intimates. During the Victorian age, the part of the underwear between the legs wasn't sewn together. It was actually open because they believed it was cleaner. However, once people learned of the Paris cancan dancers, the concept of closed panties became all the rage. There's actually a debate on who had the most expensive underwear. Some say it was a chastity belt designed by jeweler Yui Coder with gold, diamonds, and pearls worth $20,000. Others say Heidi Klum wins first place with the diamond bra she wore during one Victoria's Secret runway show. It was worth a whopping $12.5 million. China has the fastest growing underwear market in the world. Its market exceeded $16 billion in 2010, with a growth of around 20% per year. The US, however, also has some impressive numbers. Including men's undergarments and women's lingerie, the market is well over $21 billion. Ever wonder which country has the most underwear models? Well, even if the thought has never crossed your mind, here's the answer anyway. It's Brazil. There's no readily available data as to why they rank number one, it just is. In 1850s, American social reformer Amelia promoted a short and wider pair of baggy underwear for women who were more socially active. You already know the name of these, because it was her last name. Yes, it was Amelia Bloomer. By the 19th century, bloomers were a staple of the social class. If you take a moment to think about how many pairs of underwear you own, it might be hard to think of an accurate answer. The interesting thing is, the average American woman owns approximately 21 pairs. So, there's an interesting answer you can always fall back on. Or you can run to your drawers and look now. The world record for most pairs of underwear worn at one time was set on June 13, 2010. 10-year-old Jack Singer of Warwick, New York, wore 215 pairs of underwear simultaneously. By the time it was all done, he looked like a real-life Captain Underpants. So adorable. Okay, it's time to find out why there's a cotton pocket on every pair of panties out there. The biggest reason is air circulation. It's better for women's health if the panties are breathable in some way. Another reason is that area can be quite sensitive and not all materials are comfortable to wear. That's why manufacturers add a strip, especially if the rest of the design is made from synthetics. We've already looked at the pair of undies that was worth the most. But what about the underwear model that makes the most? It turns out the highest paid Victoria's Secret model of all time is Gisele Bündchen. At one point, she was earning nearly $5 million a year. If you have a guy partner, maybe you've seen that old pair of briefs that have more holes than a block of Swiss cheese. It turns out that having old undies isn't as common as you would think. A 2008 survey revealed that 9% of men in America have underwear that is at least 10 years old. 15% own underwear that is between 5 to 9 years old. Remember when it was all the rage for guys to wear their pants down below the waist of their underwear, mostly briefs? In 2005, a member of Virginia's House of Delegates, Algie T. Howell, proposed a $50 fine for this fashion statement. The bill did not pass. Some people say it comes from wedge-heeled shoe and became popular in the 1970s. However, another story says that, in the early 1930s, a student called Marvel Wedge tried to jump out his dorm window. His friend caught him by his underwear. At an auction in Edinburgh, a pair of Queen Victoria's underwear sold for £9,375, $14,500 American. The knickers were made from yards of white cream fabric and had her initials VR, Victoria Regina, embroidered in them. They were sold alongside personal gifts from Princess Diana and piece of cake from the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's wedding.